English, iPhone 15 and Watch Series 9 along with the Watch Ultra 2 and the iPhone 15 Pro series have also launched in India. We are live on the Fiiber English channel and I'm still waiting for people to join in. Manas will also be joining us live very soon. Right now I'm here. I'm just opening YouTube on my phone so I can also check comments and the stream side by side. We are yet anyone who's joining in can drop in your questions, queries, anything regarding the iPhone 15 series and the Watch Series 9. I'll be glad to answer all your questions. Okay, I believe people have started joining in. I can see 3 people are already here. So guys, you can always drop in your comments, ask me about anything regarding the iPhone 15 and the Watch Series 9. But yeah, in a nutshell, iPhone 15 has launched, 15 and 15 Plus. First of all, the pricing remains the same as the iPhone 14. So 79,900 rupees, that is about 80,000 for the iPhone 14. That is the starting price. And 90,000, exactly 89,900 rupees for the 15 Plus. Again, the same pricing as the 14 series. So good job with the pricing. What about the new things that we are getting on the iPhone 15 series? Well, first of all, Dynamic Island arrives on the iPhone 15. So all the good saw on the iPhone 14 Pro, and because people always never liked the notch on the up until the 14 series. So finally, bye-bye to the notch, and Dynamic Island is now available on all the 15 models, 15, 15 Plus, 15 Pro, and 15 Pro Max. But right now, we're talking about the 15 series, the vanilla models. So I believe, since Apple has not talked about the screen refresh rate, I believe this would be a 60 Hz Dynamic Island screen. Now, apart from this, bezels are slightly smaller. They also haven't talked anything about the battery also, but I believe there's a larger battery, and Manas has arrived.
Hello, guys. How many people are there?
3 people are there.
Whoa! Guys, what is happening? You guys need to share, like, subscribe, because on the Hindi channel, there are like 400 people who have joined us live right now for this coverage.
It's still I hope that on the Hindi channel.
Yes. There's still 4. In fact, more people have joined, more people have come in. Have you given some updates?
I was just talking about the iPhone 15 actually. You just mentioned about the Dynamic Island, the slim bezels, larger battery, same pricing. I was just starting only. 329 people are on the Hindi. Come on, at least.
Universal Tech ने पूछा है iPhone 15 Plus price in India. So let me tell you the pricing of all the phones first. iPhone 15 starts at 79,900, 80,000 rupees. 15 Plus is at 90,000 rupees, 89,900. 15 Pro starts at 1,34,900, and the 15 Pro Max starts at 1.6 lakhs, 1,59,900. That's a lot of money for a phone. But I mean, that's the world we live in.
What's the top end price of the 15 Pro Max? Do we have?
I think it's 2 lakh, 1,99,900. If I
the 2 lakh mark.
Yes, I think it has.
It has. My God, the pricing is definitely insane. Some messages are arriving. I'll just. How many people? Okay.
So more people are joining. I think
7 people now. 8 people. Okay, yeah, you can always drop in your comments as I'm.
Like, do share the video with your friends.
Yeah, share your videos. 8 to 5.
So quickly give some updates about the new phones and also the watches.
Yeah, so I was talking about the iPhone 15. So, of course, Dynamic Island, slim bezels, newer display, 60 Hz display, since Apple did not talk about it. Larger battery, again, Apple did not talk about it, but they were boasting about the all-day battery life, but we're expecting more endurance on the newer models. A16 Bionic chip, the same as the 14 Pro. What are your thoughts on this?
I think they should have gone for the A17 Bionic chip, because
there's no A17.
A17 Pro, because all the new iPhones deserve the latest chip, but lately this new trend has started where they're not giving the latest chips. So, I mean, when you compare it to the iPhone 14, it's still an upgrade. So, I think everybody is happy.
So okay, same Pro chipsets A16, and apart from that, what
There's
are
a
the other
48
changes?
megapixel main
Yeah,
camera
that's the main camera.
that they have used in this iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus.
Yeah.
Dynamic island is of course there.
Mentioned that.
The biggest change, which we haven't talked about yet, is the USB-C charging port on all the models.
Yeah, but the USB C port, by the way, it's a USB 2.0 speeds that you are getting on the 15
and 15 Plus.
on the 15 and 15 plus, which is still slow, but I don't know. Is it a step in the right direction?
See, I mean, the first thing was that they had to make this change, go from Lightning port to
the
USB-C,
Type-C port,
which they have done. Hopefully, next year it will be a USB 3.0.
See, when it comes to charging, I think so it's okay, because now one charger is all you need to charge your Mac, your iPad, your iPhone, or even your Galaxy Fold maybe. But speeds could have been better. USB 3 would have been much appreciated, which is on the 15 Pro series. But apart from that, I think so iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, not some major changes that I'm seeing. Again, Imam and Manas are quite impressed with it.
See, again, impress is not the right word to use here, because obviously the changes are not like, they're not huge upgrades. But when I compare it to what happened with iPhone 14, and I mean, they
From
were
the
like
13 coming
from 13, there were not many changes. So when you look at that, the iPhone 15 still feels like a genuine upgrade, if not a major or revolutionary upgrade. It still feels like a genuine upgrade. So that is why, I mean, that's what
I think so. iPhone 14 with a price drop would be a better deal right now for people who would be looking to switch or buy a new iPhone. So that's the iPhone 15 for you in a nutshell. But what about the iPhone 15 Pro series?
By the way, there's another upgrade. So one more thing didn't happen at the event, but they have introduced the AirPods Pro second generation with USB-C charging port.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the second generation. So all the new, whenever you'll buy a new second generation AirPods Pro, the case will now have a USB Type-C port.
They've also announced the new Type-C earpods.
Earpods also, yeah. The good old earpods.
They'll be at 2,000 rupees. So
yeah.
now you 2,000. You continue. I'll just.
Okay. Yeah, he'll be popping off to the Hindi channel. Okay. So 15 Pro series, I was talking about the 15 Pro series. Pricing in India starts at 1,35,000 rupees for the base 128GB version. And then there's the 256GB version of the 15 Pro Max. That's where the Pro Max starts, and it starts at 1.6 lakh. Crazy pricing, crazy insane pricing. But I think so this time around, the Pro models have definitely gotten a decent amount of features and upgrades compared to the 15. I'm not quite impressed with the 15 and 15 Plus. Of course, the pricing is the same as the 14 series, but then again, not that many upgrades. At least a 120 hertz screen, or maybe a USB 3 speeds. All those things would have been much appreciated. But coming back to the 15 Pro series, well, 15 Pro series gets a brand new 48 megapixel rear camera with OIS. They're also calling the second generation OIS, sensor shift OIS, basically for better stabilization. So that is something that we will be testing out whenever we get the phones. But of course, 3x optical zoom on the 15 Pro, and 5x optical zoom on the 15 Pro Max. So of course, no periscope camera coming to the 15 Pro series, as it was rumored. In fact, it's just a 5x optical zoom camera, but again, better zooming capabilities now comes to the 15 Pro Max. And of course, 15 Pro has also received some love. So cameras have gotten an upgrade, and then of course we are also expecting larger batteries. Apple does not mention all those details, but we are expecting larger batteries on the 15 Pro series. Now, USB Type-C for charging and USB 3 speeds are there for the iPhone 15 Pro series, but again, there's a catch. You will have to buy a separate, a high-speed USB cable from the house of Apple. I believe they will be pricing it around 5,000 rupees. Apple is crazy with their pricing, but that's only how you'll be able to take advantage of the USB 3 speeds. And we have received a question out of the blue, and I'll have to go quickly and to the comments box. Just a second, guys. And do iPhone 14 price will get decreased, and which one is better, for 14 or 14 Plus? I will talk about the pricing in just a bit. Just do it says, wow. Okay, thank you so much. But I was talking about the iPhone 15 Pro Max and 15 Pro. So USB 3 speeds are there, but again, there's a catch. You'll have to buy a separate cable. Apart from that, the front has received a minor upgrades, you would say. Slim bezels, dynamic island is still there. There's a new titanium build for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So the stainless steel has been replaced now, and you're now getting a titanium finish on the frame, and the rear is still glass. I was expecting to see titanium at the back also. Rumors were pointing at it, but there's no titanium back. It's a glass back, titanium frame, and of course we can expect to see the latest 15 Pro series to be lighter than the 14 Pro series. But apart from the display, I've talked about the frame, I've talked about the rear panel, I've talked about the USB Type C port, the new cameras, and of course, the new chipset under the hood. A17 Pro chipset powers the iPhone 15 Pro series. So they have actually changed the name of the chipset also. So the normal iPhones will now be getting the normal numbered chipset, that is the A16. There's no A17 actually. And the Pro iPhones will now be getting A70, A Pro chipset. So there's no Bionic also in the name. So new chipsets basically brings better ray tracing technology to gaming. There are some games that have been announced that will be able to take advantage of ray tracing technology. For those who don't know about ray tracing, well, for better rendering of the graphics, for to see the better details, shadows are exposed, rendered better in a game. Lighting effects are better rendered better in a game. That's how ray tracing helps. Show, give you a better graphics performance in games, and many games will be coming to the Apple ecosystem. Assassin's Creed game would be coming. There's a Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4. These games will be made for the Apple arcade system. Then of course there's Genshin Impact will be receiving updates. So gaming will be taking a leap on the iPhone 15 Pro series and iPhone 15 Pro series. This is everything that you need to know in a nutshell about iPhone 15, 15 Plus, 15 Pro, and 15 Pro Max. Now, I will take a look at the questions. Should we buy the Galaxy Z Fold 5 or the iPhone 15 Pro Max? Okay. As you can see, the phone that I'm holding in my hand right now, it's the Galaxy Z Fold 5. So my personal preference, of course, goes towards the Galaxy Z Fold 5. And why do I say so? Because, of course, for me, Android is definitely the much better ecosystem, I think so. Android offers more flexibility. And, of course, iPhone 15 Pro Max doesn't give you this thing that the Fold can do. So, of course, Galaxy Fold for me, and I think so overall for about 1.5, 1.6 lakhs, the Galaxy Z Fold 5 gives you better price to performance ratio. So, Fold 5 for me, I'll take one more question. Thanks for quickly sharing the details. Thank you, Ankita. And Rohit has also asked the same question. Fold 5 or 15 Pro, which one is best? Again, Fold 5 definitely makes more sense. But if you're embroiled in the Apple ecosystem, then 15 Pro is actually a very good upgrade over the 14 Pro. 15 and 15 Plus, not so much. But 15 Pro and Pro Max, definitely good upgrades. But again, pricing is insane, guys. So yeah, Apple, I don't know what are they doing with the Indian pricing. I mean, in the US, the pricing is about the same for the. It's actually the same for the 15 Pro, $999, and the Pro Max has received a $100 bump. But again, there's a storage bump also. 256 GB is now offered in the base variant. But India pricing, why are they doing this? I don't understand. 1,35,000 and 1,60,000. Manas said that the top end variant would be touching 2 lakh rupees. So that is crazy, definitely. Vishal Kriplani, bro. Most important, iOS tvOS kabhi aage install karne ko. Vishal, I don't know what are you asking, man. What are you asking? Most important, iOS tvOS kabhi aega. Oh, okay, I get it. The updates, the newer builds should be live anytime soon. I think so after the iPhone launch, like once the phones are available to the public, I think so from then onwards you'll be able to install the latest versions, and dates are September 22nd. Like that's when the iPhones and the new watches will be available. So I think so after that you'll be able to install the latest versions. But of course, Apple will give an official statement. So definitely wait for that. We'll be giving you updates, of course, on Fiiber. And What are you asking, Rolex or Ultra? What do you mean by Rolex or Ultra? Acha, okay, the Rolex conventional watch or the Apple Watch Ultra. See, I am inclined towards the Rolex. One of my favorite watches is Rolex Oyster Perpetual. But Ultra, anyone for who wants to have a good smartwatch experience, definitely nothing beats the Apple Watch Ultra. But of course, this one is better still. I think so. Galaxy Watch 6 Classic costs less, and I think so brings you like price to performance ratio wise, this one is definitely much better than the Apple Watch Ultra. I think so. And what else do we have? Yeah, so I haven't talked about the Apple Watch Series 9. Again, not many changes that I was expecting to see. I mean, it looks the same. There's a new star color this time around. There's a pink shade, total 9 shades actually in the watch series 9. 5 for the aluminum model and 3 for the stainless steel model. And pink is the star color. But apart from that, the best thing about the Apple Watch series 9 this time around is the double tap feature. So it will work something like this. So say I have this watch on my hand. This is the Apple Watch. And if a call comes, I do this and I'll be able to receive the call. If I do this, I'll be able to disconnect the call. I can start a timer like this. I can turn off my alarm like this, and there are many other functions that you can do with this double tap feature. First, I thought that you'll have to actually double tap, the watch with your other hand, but no, it works like this, literally like this. You do this, and the functions will trigger. So Apple called it magical, and I think this feature is actually quite good. And this is the one thing that I really think that makes the whole experience with the Watch Series 9 will make it quite meaningful. Other than this, Watch Ultra 2 is more or less the same. I don't think so. They have added like groundbreaking features to the Watch Ultra 2. It's the pricing is still the same, more or less. The features are also the same chipset, and all that jazz. So not many upgrades again, like how we have seen the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus. I think so. The watch announcements are also more or less the same. Yes, of course, the double tap feature, again, I'm pointing out at that is still cool, but apart from that, nothing else is really groundbreaking when it comes to the watches. Prices are still the same. Watch Series 9 starts at the same 42,000 rupees price point, the same as the Series 8. And the Watch Ultra 2 is also starting at the same price. Actually, it's available in a single variant, 90,000 rupees for the Watch Ultra 2. So yeah, that's about it for the Apple Watch Series 9 and the Apple Watch Ultra 2. And I've already told you about the iPhone 15, 15 Plus, 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. Any other questions if you have, you can of course ask me. You can send in the live chat. And if there's no more questions, then I think so I'll be signing off from here, and I'll be joining in on the Hindi channel. So I think so we are done with the questions. Yeah, so that's about it. I think so I've covered more or less or everything about the iPhone 15 series and the Apple Watch series. More videos are definitely coming to the Fiiber channel. I'll be we'll be sharing all the details, all the in-depth coverage. And of course, we are still awaiting the devices. So once the devices drop in, all the battery tests, the performance tests, camera comparisons, full comparisons, and the reviews will be dropping very soon on Fiiber. Till then, stay tuned, and for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Fiiber. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.